good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Politically Incorrect Knitters. I am Deplorable Knitter. This lovely lady is Ann Pinkova wearing her lovely, shooting vest or something. Are you going to go out for a walk in the countryside in a minute?
Well, no, because it is coming down with snow like crazy. So,
well, you look fabulous. And really, isn't that all that matters?
that is what matters. That's the most important thing. That's
As you and I are fashion icons, so I'm sure that's all that matters.
I know. It's better to look good than to be good, darling.
But hey, good morning. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Sorry we're late. Ann and we get on these spurts where we haven't talked in, I don't know, 3 days, I'd say. And we just have so many things to catch up on. I apologize. So we're going to do that later over the phone. Yes. But so before we start, we are sponsored by the lovely and wonderful Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. She happens to be in the comments. So good morning, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Lynn's our favorite.
We have 2 codes today because today is still February. So if you want to if you suddenly have to get yarn right now from Lynn, you need to use the code GeoWashingtonPIK because that's February's code. But if you are watching this in the future when it is not February and it is March, you'll want to use Ben Franklin PIK to get 20% off of your order of $50 or more at chickenladyfiberarts.com. So these are all the things I know.
Lynn is rolling out her new colors for spring too.
Oh,
she's got some new greens in there. Anyways, it's very pretty. I'm excited.
I love green. It's one of my favorites. So, but this is where you find her. And we usually have yarn right here to show, but what's going to happen in a second? Oh, well, that's our giveaway for February. So comment on this video once it's over, where we can see the comments forever, and you'll be entered to win.
Yes.
But we have more to show because we have the Lent Advent that we're doing, that we're opening.
The
Cake, right?
Yes, Advent.
Words are difficult. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a box coming from Lynn. I'm very excited.
I do not have a box coming from Lynn because it may end up being grounds for divorce if I were to be getting boxes from anybody who is a yarn person. So.
Oh,
you know.
Well, I have a great excuse in A, nobody sees what boxes come to my house, but B, that I also needed to replenish our giveaway supply. So I mean, I get a box. It's exciting for everybody.
Oh, Lynn says lots of subversive sayings coming up in yarn names. That's fun. We always like a good little
something.
Little something there. So very cool. But yeah, that's what, Black Canyon?
Yes.
And it's beautiful. It's like all dark with the pinks and come on. Who doesn't love some dark and pink?
Yep.
I do.
Gray in there.
Maybe I'm in the minority, but I don't know, man.
I know.
So,
and shown this before, but Lynn does some real bangers of patriotic colors, which you may need for this glorious 250th anniversary of America.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Get those Knit Against the Machine entries in. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for keeping us on track because Ann and I are slightly not this morning. Knit Against the Machine. It is our mindfulness knitting. So it is important. I hope that you were able to take a walk or I did a puzzle. I actually have another puzzle, but I've been so busy that I didn't have an opportunity to get going. I've just had a lot of other things on my plate at the moment. So, but still, I hope to carry the idea into the future.
It's always
more
good to
Star Trek and puzzles and less phone. It's hard.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's good to unplug for a bit and get some actual handwork done.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, email to us right now. Hey, and if you need to email those in, politicallyincorrectknitters@gmail.com, and then Ann will get them because actually I'm currently locked out. Haven't figured out how I got locked out.
We'll figure that out. Yeah.
I think that on occasion, my thing is just like, hey, update your password because you automatically log in. And then it's like, hey, we don't know it's still you. So we'll work on that. Renee's got a good compromise going on at her house. I don't say anything about the number of bikes and motorcycles that show up, and she gets no grief for yarn. Unfortunately, my husband doesn't roll that way. He's pretty circumspect in his purchasing. And so therefore, while I've been arranging my yarn in my new yarn thing that he got me, and it's in his office. So there's been a lot of conversation about the yarn. It's okay. He's not mad. I'm just saying, got to be a little bit more, you know. So, anywho, these are the things that we got going on. We got the Knit Against the Machine. It's ending. We've got our sponsor, Lynn. Oh, hey, and if you love the stuff we have, this isn't exactly one of the mugs because this is one I made back in the day. Ignore the lipstick. But we have merch, and you can get that from Etsy, from Uppity Hobbit. Sorry, I didn't hit the right button. But there's her information. You can get cool things. There's this mug. I have my, you guys see me wear it a lot, actually. My Puritanical Knitting Fun Run. Sure, I don't know what's up with these timers on these things. Like, I want it to show for longer than 10 seconds, man.
She's got hoodies, she's got shirts, she's got mugs, bags if you want them. Like both like messenger bag style and like a big canvas tote if you want that for
which
your
is
knitting.
Cool. And at some point I'm going to remember to send her the Deplorable Knitter logo. I've got 2 different versions, and then those will be available too. But yeah, so she's cool.
Knit Against the Machine merch too. She got like sparkly stickers and mugs and t-shirts. I think she has a hoodie. Yeah, hats. She has baseball
all kinds
hats.
of stuff. Yeah. And she's cool. We have 2 people we work with who are excellent. Lynn with the yarn and Jen with the merch. And if there's anything you want from either of them, they're like so receptive. You can like contact them and they are just thrilled to help you if they can. And it's wonderful. So, you know, if you love a logo, more like this one, and it's not on something you want to buy, then talk to them and be like, hey, and she'll see what she can do. So anyhow, that's the story.
Exactly.
But shall we talk knitting first, or should we open our yarns and then where do you want to go?
Whichever way you want to do. Do you want to do the
the yarn, then you can show your knitting. Silly me, sorry. Let's do the yarn first, and then that way you can show off how your project's coming, right?
That's true. Yes.
Okay. So Anne has already opened hers. I'm going to be surprised because she's been knitting with it daily, whereas I have not. So
let's see. It's day 8 you're starting with?
Yes, I'm going to start with day 8. We opened up through day 7 on Tuesday's show.
Right.
Well, yes, it's been going on our regular shows. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. It's this beautiful, like, soft purple. But it's showing up more violet than it is. It's got like a pink tone to it, but it's very pretty. And the reading for day 8 is, be of sober spirit, be on the alert. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. But resist him, firm in your faith, knowing that the same experience of suffering are being accomplished by your brethren who are in the world. 1 Peter 5, 8, and 9. So there's that one. Man, that's a gorgeous color.
It is. It is really pretty.
I'm going to open day 9.
Would you like me to read that one?
Sure. Oh, look at that.
I know.
Once again, not great. The color's not great, but it's purple and yellow. But prettier than it's showing up for sure.
It's a very, very delicate color.
Yes.
All right. Day 9. Yet even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart, and with fasting, weeping, and mourning, and rend your heart and not your garments. Now return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, abounding in loving kindness, and relenting of evil. And that is Joel 2, 12 through 13.
Very nice. Very, very pretty. I like opening these all at once. The whole waiting thing that we had to do on Christmas was kind of like, At least now I get like a bunch at once.
Christmas was fun, though. I really enjoyed Christmas.
I like how this fades. Okay, so here's this one, which on screen looks almost the same. This yellow is not this yellow. But look, it's the same, but it's not. They're like a.
Yeah, but the proportion.
Is that better? They're like a shade apart, kind of. The yellow's a little bit more delicate in this day 10. Pretty. Holy moly. Okay. And I don't like yellow, as many people know, because I talk about how much I hate yellow all the time. But I trust Lynn. I trust her. So.
Exactly.
Okay.
Trust the plan.
So, I hope it doesn't all turn yellow, but maybe it will, and maybe it'll be awesome. We'll see.
Well, I'm a great lover of yellow, so.
Oh, so wait, no, we can't swap because you've already knit your purples. Never mind. Go away. Okay. Day 10. But when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face so that your fasting will not be noticed by men, but by your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. Matthew 6, 17, and 18. So I love that verse. And then day 11. Have you opened yours yet?
No.
Yay! Look it. We have day 11.
Yeah. Aw.
It's getting more yellow. It's doing it.
It's very pretty.
See?
So that is, I'd say 2/3 yellow. So kind of moving.
With the very, very light purple. It's very springy. It kind of reminds me of like the flowers peeping up out of the snow, which some of the ladies in the chat were talking about, like crocuses and stuff. So
see, okay, crocuses, things like crocuses and snowdrops are things that I always think of as being very European, but they're not very European. It's just that they don't live where I am.
Oh, they don't? We have them. We don't. Maybe we get snowdrops, but we certainly get crocuses. But yeah.
Anyways, you want me to read the thing?
You're reading. Yes, please.
Okay. Day 11. Is this not the fast which I choose, to loosen the bonds of wickedness, to undo bands of the yoke, and to let the oppressed go free and break every yoke? It is not to divide your bread with the hungry and to bring it to Is it not to divide your bread with the hungry and bring the homeless poor into the house, when you see the naked to cover him, and not to hide yourself from your own flesh? Which is Isaiah 58, 6-7.
Very cool.
There you go.
So this is the 4 we opened today. And they go from purple to purple and yellow to equal purple and yellow to mostly yellow. Very pretty. Very, very.
Mine, I have shawl version.
Is that the?
Yeah. So starting. Sorry. That's
it's a little blown out, but okay.
Oh, sorry.
So it starts here with the light purple. Sorry, I'm pointing like you guys can see where I'm pointing. Here's the light purple that we just opened, and then that's the next day, and then the next one. She doesn't have the mostly yellow one on there yet.
Right. I will put that on today, and I have a little chicken charm that I remembered to put on for remembering what the last one we opened was. So as I go, so I can look at it and be. I also have my small pierogi.
I mean, obviously, you should have a small pierogi.
Everyone should have a small pierogi stitch marker. Just saying.
Amy's saying that she snagged the extra one, and she's going to work on it during Passover and the days of unleavened bread. And Emily's saying it's so springy and she loves it all knit up. I do like it in the basket weave. It's turning out very cute.
Yeah, it's nice. And also, I mean, as I said before, that I was getting kind of worried about how big this is going to be. I'm like, okay, it's going to be a big old shawl. Who doesn't love a big old shawl? That'll be fine.
But it's actually not going to be as big as you think. I mean,
right. It's that whole rule of increasing thing that it's going to be, same amount.
Your stripes are going to get smaller. And I'm going to apologize now in case you guys can hear the banging. I was telling Anne before we started, we have a squirrel that's trying to take up residence in our chimney. So my husband is trying to scare it out of the chimney. I apologize if you hear the noise. We're working on that right now. So whatever. So that's beautiful, Anne. I love your knitting.
Thank you. I'm excited about it. I think it's pretty. I've really enjoyed working on it. Do you want to show your other knitting first? Because I have a couple other things I finished.
Just show your stuff off. It's good. I don't have anything I finished. I had a slightly rough week.
Oh.
So, well, my root canal turned into an infection, and I lost like 3 days because my face was all swollen, and it didn't go quite the way I had hoped. But now we're back on track. It's all good.
That's good.
So
that sucks.
Yeah. Oh, I lost the stitch marker. Okay, so what did you finish? Let's see.
Anyways, I finished this baby blanket.
Oh, good.
But yeah, which is for my sister-in-law that she's expecting. So yeah, it is half and half blanket with a little bit of intarsia.
I love how it turned out. I really, at first when you were showing it off, I was kind of like, But I just, yeah, it's super adorable.
I know. I like the bright colors. It's, I don't know, kind of retro, which I like. It's fun.
But it's cute.
It's a big old fluffy acrylic blanket. And I haven't blocked it yet. It'll probably get bigger once it has a wash. But, you know, it's fun. It's bright. It's baby-y. It's, you know, it's handmade, but it's not something they have to worry about for the care. So that's good. And I did block my flower street wrap.
Just 1 second. The squirrels, one of God creatures, how dare you scare them off? Squirrels are fine outside. They're not allowed to join us in our house. That's where we have the issue. Or in our chimney.
That's true. And Joan says, is it your February entry? I should put it in as my February entry for Mama Nevin's blanket knit along.
Oh, yes. Mama Nevin is doing a blanket knit along because Mama Nevin knits all the blankets. So if you also are knitting all the blankets, you can join her for her knit along.
Yes.
Which would be lovely.
I also enjoy all the blankets.
You do. What do you guys do with all your blankets?
You sit them in a big pile and you wrap yourself up all cozy.
Do you not turn on your heat in the winter?
I do, but it's cold out here, okay?
Okay.
But anyways, want to see my blocks thing? I was really worried when I was knitting this. I'm like, I've made this pattern before. It looks like it's going to be really short. But like, oh, but you know, it'll stretch. It'll be fine. Like, yeah, it's plenty big now. So this is flower. Oops, which way? There we go. This is my flower street wrap. The gal username is Sweater Freak, and it is very pretty. It's very simple, and yeah, it's really great if you have. It was made specifically for 12 color advent. So yeah, and
it's beautiful. It turned out great.
Yeah, and I can stand up too because it is quite large. Roll. But yeah, it is like if I wear it, it is like all the way down to my knees.
And one thing that you don't see on the TV online is that Anne is actually quite tall. So if it's down to her knees, that's pretty big.
I mean, it's wider than my wing. Let's see if I get to the end. Yeah, so it's what must be like 8 feet long. Thereabouts.
Cool. That's nice. I really like it. I kind of want to make one, but I kind of also know I won't make one, but it's really pretty.
It's nice. And most of it, okay, let me, I mean, most of it is garter. And then there's a, there's this sort of lacy pattern that she has.
Is that like a Indian cross stitch? I know you're not allowed to call it that anymore, but do you like cross the stitches?
Yes. Yes. I don't think she calls it that. She calls it something else, but.
Well, when I learned it, 20 years ago, it was called the Indian cross stitch. It wasn't crisscross applesauce and nonsense like that anymore.
But yes, it is. Anyways, it's very pretty. And then there's this little tiny slip stitch pattern that goes in there. So yeah, it's nice. It's very.
Oh, that's nice. I like it.
You know. But
Anne is not over 5'8". Anne is 6 foot tall.
I'm 5'10", right in the middle of both guesses.
Oh, Well, when I met her, she was wearing platform Converse sneakers, and so I just felt like she was like 7.5 feet tall. Anyway.
Well, that is true. I am tall, and I do like to wear heels. So
it's all good.
there you go.
But yeah, the Bible verses that we're reading, for anybody asking, are included with the set, so that every day you get like a little bit to ruminate on, or if you're me, you'll get several verses to ruminate on when you open them all at once. Either way, it's really enjoyable and lovely.
And also, we are slightly ahead of the thing, because Lynn says that part of her calendar is that she doesn't have one for Sundays, because traditionally that's where you don't fast on Sundays, so it's not quite a part of Lent. So if you were doing that the traditional way and not just going yay yarn like we did, then you have then you might be behind slightly.
Yeah, it is what it is. This is not a scientific thing. We're just doing our best out here. So
in the end, we are Protestant. So
there is that too. I'm Lutheran, so I think we follow Lent more than you do, probably, but I don't remember, honestly, how strict we are. Anyway.
But anyways,
Lacey wants to know if it's appropriate to covet a Bible Advent. I mean, we all have our crosses to bear. I don't know. Anyone who isn't Orthodox is Protestant. Okay, well, I don't know about all the ins and outs of it, so good luck and Godspeed. So that was all your knitting, right?
Yes, that's all my knitting. What do you got?
I have 2 unfinished projects because hi, I'm me. Number 1, I started this thing, which doesn't look like much, but it is the wheat stitch clam, because at co-op I am teaching amigurumi for advanced crocheters. So therefore, everything we do is trying to, I got a bunch of kids, right? They're like, I don't know, 10 to 14 is the general age range. And they want to continue to make animals because they're kids. And also, they have to, we can't just make single crochet animals for the whole time. We already did that for 10 weeks. We're not going to do it for 10 more weeks. That's crazy.
Right.
So I picked this wheat stitch pattern because holy moly, you should have seen us all trying to do the puff stitch. I have 15 students in that class, and every single one of them was going, Miss TK, what do I do? What do I do? And so I was like, the whole class, like somebody was like, how do you just like go take a nap after this? Because I have adults in there too. So like, at least with the adults, I can kind of like, okay, guys, all of you look at me. I'm going to show you. But yes, this yarn is very pretty. It's La Bien-Aimée, which I think that they're a bunch of crazy libs, but I bought it before I knew that, and it's really pretty. I think it's like called graffiti or something, which I loved, the gray with the colors. Anyway, so that's one thing I've been working on, and I'm actually going to take this out and redo it because I need a smaller hook. It's too flappy. My stitches are too loose.
Oh yeah, need a little more.
Because what's going to happen is we're going to do a different color on the inside and sew it together, and then you do 4 pieces, like 2 outsides and 2 insides, and then it's a shell, and then you put a pearl inside of it, and it's pretty cute. So anyway,
I saw
that's one thing.
I saw a picture of the wheat stitch lady who does a million of them. She was doing carrots the other day.
Yeah, I think I said it, I don't know, the other day, that I don't understand making a stitch your entire personality, but also I guess if I designed my own stitch and I was able to trademark it, I would make it my own personality.
I mean,
so it's kind of one of those things.
Clearly she's making sales, so good for her.
Yeah, but now that I've done it, like, I'm not going to buy a bunch of her patterns. Like, if I want to crochet a hat with a wheat stitch, I know how to do it.
Right.
So I know that she doesn't like that, but also you can trademark your patterns. You can't trademark what knowledge I have inside my brain. So
Right.
I'm not going to publish a pattern with it. Oh, Tara says she didn't invent anything. Then how did she get it all trademarked, Tara? I really want to know.
Well, I mean, you write a pattern.
Yeah, but she's trademarked the wheat stitch.
Maybe the name? I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. But like I said, if I had, oh look, these are my confetti mitts that I've made. I'm going to trademark them, and this is going to be my whole personality. Okay, not really.
But you were working on those on Knitting Wars, weren't you?
Yeah, and it's not a whole bunch farther than it was. I did get farther, but not much. But this is a completed one that's been worn a lot, so it's a little bit scraggly looking. I think that this blue was from Hobby Lobby, and you can tell the colors were from Lynn, and they've worn very nicely. The blue is a little bit sad looking. That's fine. So, people were doing that crochet stitch before she was conceived in her mother's womb. I believe you. So, but yeah, so I'm making this. I'd hope to have it ready for my niece tomorrow for her birthday, but since I'm only halfway through one and I can't find my pattern, this is my pattern. I could go to Galilee Life where it's for sale and re-download it, and then I wouldn't be reinventing it. But have I done that? No. I'm just reverse engineering from the one I already have. But anyway, these are two lovely colors I got because my niece is very neutral. Like for Christmas, I got her like one of those like sling backpacks, and it was checkered, white and tan. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I love these colors," and I'm like, "All right." I knew she would, but also I was like, white and tan, okay. So anyway, these are the mitts. I hope to get them done, but I think that my husband wants to spend some quality time doing taxes with me this afternoon, so I may not. We'll have to see.
Taxes are important.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, they're talking about how beautiful Chicken Lady's yarns are. In Texas, she's saying that if you look back far enough, there's something similar. And then
very few proper inventions.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. In crochet, I have one student. I like her very much. I'm friends with her mom, so I've known her for a long time. And she's 11. No, she just turned 12. She knows everything because she is 12. And she's talking to some other girls in class, and she's like, "Well, I invented this." And I'm like, "What'd you invent?" I'm like, "Oh, that's called the blah blah." It's really cool that you figured it out, though. Like, I try not to be a jerk, but also, like, I tell them all the time, there is nothing new. There's nothing new. You may come up on it from your own brain, but probably because this craft has been around so long, somebody else has figured it out also. So.
I was
anyway.
I was talking to somebody. It's about Danny Elfman, actually. Who was the guy who did the music for Nightmare Before Christmas, and she was like, I heard that she had this Christmas album that it was all Christmas songs in minor key, and she's like, it did sound very much like Nightmare Before Christmas music, and we were debating back and forth of whether or not he had heard the Christmas songs in minor key and that was inspiration, or if he's like, I'm writing Nightmare Before Christmas, let me see what some Christmas songs sound like in minor key, and then we'll go that direction. Because that, again, could have been an inspiration, could have been an entirely independent thought. It really doesn't matter, but some of those things.
So I know that there's like a ton of actual like real life, we gotta talk about stuff.
We do.
But can I just go on a slight rant for a few minutes?
Please do.
So I don't know if you guys know everything that's been going on with the Melt the Ice hat. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's this hat going around. It's called Melt the Ice. It's very popular in liberal circles. It's based on a Norwegian pattern. Is that where it's from? And they were using it in World War II as like a protest. The really funny part about it to me is that it's a red hat. So everybody is making these red hats where, if you remember, I don't know, 3 months ago, if you were wearing a red hat, they obviously knew that you were a Nazi and you would like get beat up for it. But now my super liberal yarn store that I really love, and I'm probably not going to go back there, which makes me really sad because I really like their yarns. But they are doing this they're doing this thing where every skein of red yarn that is sold, they're giving 50% of proceeds to like legal aid in the area and different things. So, and then they're selling these melt the ice hats, and that you can they will give you free red yarn if you say, I am going to make a melt the ice hat that you can sell in the store.
Okay.
And so I just it just is crazy to me, and it's this huge thing. And actually, when it started getting big is when I did do the FAFO, because they're all doing melt the ice hats, and I feel like they are all needing to remember this,
right?
Because there's a lot of bullshit going on, and I find it super ironic that my hat is blue and theirs are red. And back in the day, I couldn't get out of making red hats because red, it's the Republicans, it's the Trump MAGA,
and the whole red hat thing. It's like, okay, so this was a show of Norwegian nationalism when they were under occupation. So to protest ICE, which is arresting, specifically, they are taking illegal immigration. They're taking illegal immigrants and they're sending them home. But also, specifically, what they were doing in Minnesota was arresting criminals who were also illegals. Like, if they found out you were illegal, they're like, okay, get out of here. But specifically, murderers and rapists and child abusers were the ones that they were going after because they had warrants for them. But also a show of nationalism. So you have people who are saying nationalism is evil. Also, I'm going to wear a hat that is a show of Norwegian nationalism, because Norwegian nationalism is okay, but not this. And
not for nothing, but they're not the most attractive hat I've ever seen.
They're not.
I mean, whatever. Here it is on a hat in case you wanted to. And this is just the first Etsy listing I found. I'm not saying anything about this particular designer or whatever, whatever. Because if I wasn't a political designer and there was a huge thing going on, I might be like, hey, you can buy this pat. You know what I mean? So whatever.
Yeah, I saw so there's
this chick has her tags say melt the ice. She probably needs to be throat punched. But anyway.
Well,
I'm not saying to throat punch anybody wearing them. I'm just saying that that's my first assumption. Sorry.
Well, Miss Wool Needles Hands, she did a video about the melt the ice hat, which she's like, oh, there's a little controversy with it. I'm like, okay, sure, watch a video. And normally, I don't know, I only see a video of hers every once in a while. And she did one on tariffs. And she's pretty even keeled. I mean, like, my guess is that she's lefty, and after this I'm like, yeah, she's lefty, but like, she doesn't seem like angry or anything. And she's like, okay, I'm just gonna do an explanation video. But I thought the video, she's like, oh, there's a little controversy on it, and the controversy was that people want to support the ICE protesters so much, but then other people are saying that you should be doing more than knitting, and other people are saying it's terrible to expect people to knit this where they can't even show their public support because they're so afraid of ICE. And like, oh well, some people can't openly show their political beliefs because they feel unsafe. And I'm just sitting there like, long sip of coffee watching this whole thing. At no point did she mention hey, saying that people who support law enforcement and conflating them with Nazism is a little bit, that's an opinion. That is a little controversial. I would say that that's saying that half the country is Nazis is a little bit of a controversial thing to say, not the infighting in left world, because, of course, all good people are in left world. So why are we even considering other people's opinion? It was that sort of a video essay. I'm just like, what? Like, again, that the Republican conservative side of this argument just not even considered, not even thought upon, not even like, the two sides of this debate are not the whole thing.
Well, Renee says that she had to pick up her kid from middle school when he felt unsafe and pressured to participate. That's wrong. Renee, I don't know how long you've been here, but 3 weeks ago, I had a massive rant about the school protest. Oh, it was probably the beginning of the month because that's what we were talking about. All the number one, kids should not be involved in politics. Number two, I actually had a conversation about this with my step grandpa the other day too. His church is doing something where they're going to go evangelize, and they told them specifically to bring their kids because people are nicer to people when they have kids. And I said, no, I am never taking my kid anywhere if I'm being told to use them as armor. I don't care if it's my church. I don't care if it's I don't care. If it is what church says, hey, bring your kids so people are nicer to you. If you're confident in what you're saying and your beliefs and you really want to go evangelize, super great, go do it. But taking your kids as a shield, having kids participate, I don't. She said they wanted to mark the absence unexcused, and she persuaded them to reconsider. Yeah, as you should, because Lacey, I was going to mention Hunter Hammersman, whatever her name is. She's not telling anybody else what to do or judging, but it can't abide your money going to support abortion. It almost always does. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten lax lately, and I really liked my local yarn store, even though we didn't politically align, because I told them, like, I used my deplorable knitter email there, and they never said anything to me, and they were always polite and kind. And so I felt like this was I didn't go there a lot. I mean, I obviously like support our friends more, but like if I was like, gosh, I really want to make this project, I really want some nice yarn for it, I don't want to go to Michael, I would go there, but I don't think I can anymore.
Which is a pity.
But
yeah, there was and I wish I had written down the whole story, but it was one of those where, all the kids were going, the teachers herded all the kids off to protest. And there was a kid with special needs that they just who was kind of like left to wander, like they lost him in the group and they had to like send out a search party for him later because no one was keeping an eye on the special needs kid. Again, who they are bringing into a protest to serve a political purpose and to give him the shield, honestly. But
yeah. Oh, but my point, sorry, I got distracted for a second. My point though about the thing is that I've gotten lax lately, but really around the election, I was super like checking people on Instagram, Facebook before I would buy from them and stuff, because they tell you what they're doing. There's the one chick, Hunter Hammersman, who supports like Planned Parenthood and people getting like the at-home abortion pills and stuff. And so like, and she gives her money to these causes. So if you're buying patterns from her, your money is going to those causes. So just be aware. And somebody said you assume that they knew what deplorable knitter was. They are out there enough that I would be surprised if they, I straight up, because there's an older lady there that I actually really like. I go in with my kids sometimes and she remembers we homeschool and ask questions. Like,
Aw.
I really like her, which is why I wanted to continue to support them.
Right, right,
But I told her who I was and she had heard of me. So I'm not just assuming that they knew.
right.
I had confirmation that they were aware and they were still kind to me.
Yeah.
But now it's gotten to the point where even though they were kind to me, I don't think I can go there because money is going to all these crazy things and
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, and okay, and the stuff that people are emboldened to, okay, like the when Stephen West said that he was going to support whatever charity, that the charity was for legal aid, but the charity, what, okay, sorry, it was the most racist thing well, not ever seen, but the charity only went to, quote, brown and black people. And I'm like, okay. But that to those people would be considered nice and compassionate enough to help migrants. You know, you can take Whitey's money, but seeing Whitey might be a little upsetting.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, for legal aid and to deliver food and supplies to those who are afraid to leave their houses during this time, which is an interesting theory of mind, the lockdown theory of mind. But also, it's like, who was ICE arresting? Well, they had warrants out specifically for criminals. So, okay, so if you're freaked out because you're illegal, being illegal is also a criminal action. But if you're freaked out because you're illegal and, you know, some of your family members are, say, a murderer or something
Part of a
like,
gang
or in a gang,
committing
or you
crimes.
know, or domestic abuse or crimes against children or any of
Hmm.
these things, you're like, oh man, you know, we're so afraid to leave our house because of this. And then, you know, nice you know, knitting people will be like, oh, of course we're going to give monies to these criminals, we care so much about, you know, peace, love, and understanding. And no, 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 also no.
Yep. Yep. No, it's something. It really is. But I didn't mean to get us off on the. We have a lot to talk about, and we're already
We have
40
so
minutes
much to
in.
talk about. We had so much
So
to talk about before this morning, which is Iran.
I know. So do you want to start there? Because it's kind of a big deal.
I'll start with Iran. Okay, well, everything that we have from Iran, which is, you know, it popped off at about 2 a.m. our time. So
Yeah. And
sorry, to begin with a joke and with someone else's joke, because this is off Twitter, but they think that it's like, yeah, Trump will approve military action, but only Friday after the markets close, so they can't be affected.
I mean, not surprised. Um, but I'm glad that we've done something because
I
he
am.
did. You mentioned it last week, I think. Like he said, "Oh, help is coming," and then where was the help? All these
I
people
know
were
it's
being killed. It
been
was horrible. And I'm not saying that it's his responsibility, but also
it is a bit. If
when
I
you say
mean,
it's happening, then yes, it took a
yeah,
little bit longer than I think people wanted. Know what I mean?
right. When you had okay, estimation and numbers are a little iffy here because you have estimation of over 30,000 people and what was that, like the first week of January that you had the massive amount of protests? Um sorry.
I'm
You're
sorry. I read
you're
Mama Nevin's
laughing at chat.
comment and
Yeah.
it was sorry. I this is why I laughed. I was not laughing at what Anne was saying.
No.
Mama Nevin got attacked by a giant spider. Well, he walked by and then she spilled her drink and then
Then it was just there's a
a little
disaster.
a little bit of levity. So
Okay.
back to Iran.
Anyways, no, that you had thousands of protesters killed, and then you had
Mhm.
this entire thing happen. And um, sorry, I can't laugh again because the after after the bombing in Iran for the nuclear sites, stealth, perfect, beautiful. That was also called Operation Midnight Hammer. But you anyways, he had that whole operation, which is great, and taking out the nuclear operations, fantastic. And then you have these protests, and we say help is on the way, and help wasn't on the way. And like, and I said before that I'm like, okay, don't want to distrust Trump. I'm not a panic in here, trusting the plan. Trump knows what he's up to. But and I also understand that with military operations, you don't want that spread around generally. You do not.
Right.
But so it's like, okay, want to trust Trump here, but also it's like, are we going to, do the big, red line in the sand and then do nothing? Because that would suck. Okay,
Right.
that would be awful. And the abuse that the abuse that the Iranian people have been under for years, but also specifically this wave of murdering protesters and everything. And again, okay, the number that Trump gave was, over 32,000 people. There's estimations upwards.
Right.
For so talking about all these things. And Trump's speech, if y'all haven't seen it, it's an 8-minute speech. So go out and listen to that one. Kind of talking about our history of Iran. Iran sponsoring terrorists, specifically that they're a state sponsor of Hamas, which is another reason why. I mean, Israel's pretty quick to destroy terrorists because they know that terrorists want to kill Israel first, as shown by October 7th. So and also in Israeli intelligence is incredibly good, which is part of the attack today, because this is the 4th time that Israel has sat and waited for all the head honchos to be in the same room and then bombed that room. So that's what they did with Iran this time. We have, it was the supreme leader, the president, the senior military, kaboom. That we have General Pakpour, who directed the massacres of the protests. He's dead. And this is initial reports too. So kind of, take that with a little bit, but like, it's not sure if the Ayatollah is dead yet, because some people say he isn't, and they certainly bombed his compound, and they bombed this, so high likelihood, but not absolutely confirmed. But also the head of judiciary is also dead. That Iran sent off missiles to 6 countries. So we have Bahrain, where the U.S. military base is, that may have been hit, unconfirmed casualties right now. UAE, that it mostly intercepted. One person died by falling debris in Abu Dhabi. Qatar intercepted, Kuwait intercepted, Jordan intercepted, Saudi Arabia, no word on what happened, but they did a announcement in support of the US. And I believe the other countries are doing support of the US too, but it's, like I said, it's very early hours. But yeah. So yeah, and then Operation Epic Fury, it's being called. Israel, who is calling it Lion's Roar, the Lion of Persia, because they don't have Hegseth naming their operations. They're a little more things.
What is ours called again? Say it again.
Operation Epic Fury.
I mean, it's pretty good.
But yeah, so we have also a little tiny thing in the middle of this. Oh, and I didn't even get to England. Okay, so England said you can't use our base, and I'm sorry, the one America pays for, and also who pays your bills with the EU. Okay, let's not forget that. That is also a very important point. But the U.S. base that the U.S. pays for is, Keir Starmer was like, oh, you can't do that. Anyways, that England is not, oh, well, we're not supporting this, and we're not doing this, and we're not doing that. The old Ayatollah it doesn't matter if you appease him, because he gave a speech about these nuclear talks, and in that was death to America, death to England, death to Israel, and death to the infidels. So I don't know why England merits being in there. Probably historically that they were cool, but currently they're not really pulling their weight. But anyways, France has already said, "Oh, guys, let's negotiate," and it's only been 5 minutes in. So, oh, and also, okay, another very important thing in this attack on Iran, that you get the whole war for oil, war for oil. It's like, well, we should get some flipping oil then, which we are getting from Venezuela. But it's like, oh, this is a war over resources. It's like, it's not, because then we'd get resources. But 80% of Iranian oil is exported to China, which is 15% of Chinese oil consumption. So this is, yeah, Lizzie says, does anyone tell France we already tried that? Yes, we actually did try to negotiate. We had a lot of talks for a very long time. Didn't seem to work out.
Go figure, huh?
Yeah. But
that squirrel, I'm sorry. I know you guys can hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and sorry.
I'm just wondering what's going to happen. My husband's going to end up on the roof this afternoon, so thoughts and prayers, please. Sorry. He's just waiting for me to get off of this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a whole lot going on, and it's developing, but I'm glad that we are working with Israel and that this is the I don't know.
Yeah. Afghanistan and Pakistan are also at war. So that's,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why?
It's unclear.
Okay. The way you were looking at me, I'm like, am I so stupid because I don't know that? Or are we like, it's just a thing?
No,
like,
there's probably more geopolitical reasons, but I'm just
right.
like, girls fighting.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
but we haven't even talked about the State of the Union.
I loved how Trump made everybody look like fools by them not supporting U.S. citizens. Like,
right.
He could be like, man, stand up if you love how wet water is. And they would be like,
it's a trap. Oh, okay. And, okay, forgive me. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, poor squirrel. I am so sorry, guys. I can't.
Land.
I can't control my husband, and he's just going to do that. And I'm sorry. It's just. Oh, I apologize. I'm so distracted. Okay. State of the Union was great, though.
State of the Union was great. Really enjoyed the State of the Union. I watched through the White House feed, and they did the thing with half the screen, and they'd be like big graphics in case you missed it. And yeah.
I'm gonna say something about this, and then we can continue on. Yeah, there's some bullshit going on, and vet your resources. Don't listen to what everybody's saying. Some people got their panties in a twist.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry, Anne. I'm over it.
No, that's fair. I too. Yeah. Anyways, stupid crap, people. Whatever. State of the Union. But yeah, there lots of good stuff. Trump went through his bullet points, inflation, talking from everything from, and he talked a lot about immigration, that he did reference them as Somali pirates, that 19 billion at least to Somalis in Minnesota, talking about that. He made JD Vance in charge of the quote war on fraud, which I'm like, I'm like, well, definitely for getting rid of fraud. I'm like, ooh, JD, this is going to be a difficult one. But yeah, how do you not stand for murdered
Why
girls'
isn't it?
parents, as Amy
Yeah.
says? But yeah, talking about there's the Delilah law that no state can give commercial licenses to illegal aliens. It's one of those things where it's like this should be illegal everywhere. Also, apparently it's not illegal everywhere. What's with that?
Hey, I live in New York. Nothing is illegal here unless you want to do something like put a gas stove in your house or something.
Right,
Like.
right, that's
So,
illegal. But yeah, there was a lot of emphasis on, okay, Trump has done an executive order on this. Also, can we get this into law, please? Can we get this into law? Because, you would think that, Trump talks about having drug prices down, that, Americans are being charged more money than they are the rest of the world. He's like, I put this executive order. You'd have to be a fool to strike this down. But also, Biden was a fool. So that could happen again. So let's get this into law. And that was a huge thing. And I've complained about Thune before because I'm sorry to the rest of America because Thune's my boy. And my quote boy is Mitch McConnell's lapdog. And everyone's like, oh, it's a new guy. It's like, it's really not a new guy, same as the old guy. That he's stalling on all of these different acts and to get rid of voter fraud and these important things. I believe it's the SAVE Act. And that Trump's like, hey, and can you do this for me? Because you have a majority. You have a majority. And all of the stuff that conservatives have been talking about for years. And nothing. No. They're like, oh, it's like, I don't know. It might be politically difficult for me to pass the law of the president who was that the president who was elected with an overwhelming majority what wants to pass, that it's not as if there isn't approval for these. It's a them thing. It is, if they get invited to their cocktail parties or not.
yeah. It needs to all be torn down and restarted. That's all that there is to it. Like all these guys, Thune has been in South Dakota for how long? Just recycling
ages.
around and around and around. And
oh yeah, I have a picture that that I took with him when I was like a wee small child. That because he was that then.
Term limits. I've always been a fan of term limits. If you get rich being in public service, then you are not serving the public. Just saying.
Very true. Well, and that was one of the things too, the insider trading thing. And actually some of the Democrats did stand and clap for that one because it would be not politically expedient for them not to. Old Elizabeth Warren was standing up and clapping like, yeah, we're going to get rid of insider trading. Yeah, because that pulls well at home. But Liz Warren is doing her own thing. And Trump made a dig at Nancy Pelosi that, should be in her honor. But yeah, that there's lots of that. We're at 125-year low on murder rates. Like, that's incredible. Inflation, 5-year low, mortgage rates are down, that there's an 18 trillion foreign investment in the US, that we're getting 80 million barrels of oil from Venezuela. 2.4 million people are off of food stamps. And it wasn't designated how many of that were illegals, but still 2.4 million people no longer on food stamps is an incredible number.
That's insane. And this isn't quite here in New York. They are putting in a work requirement. If you are a single person, not on disability, I believe, you are required to volunteer or work 20 hours a week if you're on that on SNAP. Really? And I was really surprised because that is not something that I expected at all from here. You know what I mean? Anyway. Just, you made me think of it.
No, totally. But yeah, there's, I don't know, there's heck of a lot of stuff. And also, the families and the war heroes recognized and home run stuff. Um uh Erica Kirk there with the mother of the Ukrainian girl who was stabbed. That both of those murders happened very nearly the same time. So those two there, and yeah, everything from anyways, ups, downs, US hockey team, I thought, that you can't get seats at the end. But again, I was talking to a friend this week and I'm like, okay, I love the US hockey team. It's awesome. My favorite picture of them, and this is just me getting sentimental, but it's the US hockey team taking a picture with a statue of George Washington, and they put the gold medal around his neck too. And then like how sorry, it is beautiful to me that you have, this is the father of our nation, and it's like the boys want to celebrate with him and, won this game on his birthday. But, and I did think it was a little, like, sports people have got the Medal of Freedom before, but I'm like, oh, well, I'm like, that's a little much, but whatever. But, anyways, a friend of mine who is, much bigger hockey fan than I am. She was talking about, that we shouldn't undercut, Trump loves a symbol and you shouldn't undercut the whole Miracle on Ice anniversary thing. But also part of the Miracle on Ice, of course, it wasn't just a sports game. It was American exceptionalism can defeat communism. It can. And it's like to say, hey, American exceptional, to have the echo of that, of American exceptionalism can still defeat communism. And we're reminded of this by an excellent sports game and for an American team sports game in which the players, first thing they say is, we love America. And also that there's been some sports controversy of, oh man, they're all so MAGA. But the sports controversy that all of these players have gone to all of their own teams and they come out and they talk and they say, I'm so proud to represent our country, and the crowd is ecstatic because they are, and the crowd and America is proud of them. They're proud of America. And it's a beautiful thing that way. But sorry about the hammer.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Operation Daylight hammer at your house.
Dude, it's going to be Operation Roof in a minute. I guarantee you. Like I said, thoughts and prayers that my husband does not fall off. Be great. So,
did I say before, is it snowy there? Hope it isn't.
No, it's actually like in the 40s the next couple of days, which is good because my kids are selling something for a thing that they do. So we're going to go out today and tomorrow to sell without being in the freezing cold. It'd be great.
Hell. As my father used to say, nothing happens in this world until somebody sells something.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's been a lot going on, and it's, I don't know. I love Trump and I love all this stuff, but I just feel like we're just kind of all spinning our wheels and we're kind of all still in the same, these people in charge, we got to do something.
Yeah, that, well, Congress has been given a layup, and also it's not making people enthusiastic for the midterms. So they have a layup, they have a precedent, they have people who are waiting to get what they voted for, and then the Congress and Senate side of things are just waiting to lose seats in the midterm, apparently, because people aren't going to be excited to vote for them when they're not delivering.
Oh, I had something I wanted to mention. So, people are against the SAVE Act. They don't want anybody to have to show ID and whatever, right? Like, But did you hear that in New York City, they were giving out jobs to shovel the snow and you had to have 2 forms of ID?
Yeah. Oh, I saw that.
So
And it's okay. It is the stupidity of bureaucracy already
mhm,
that we have the like, oh, well, I'm sorry. We can't possibly allow people to not cheat in elections because that's us winning. But in order to do a simple task, we have to overregulate you. I'm sorry. We need 2 forms of identification, and we need this and we need that. And I'm sorry, the snow is piling up everywhere, but if you could come back to me in 2 to 5 business days, then we'll finally get the paperwork through to you to help.
mhm,
It's purposeful uselessness.
yeah. Um, it and I don't know. I have so many things about the nonsense, but
We are past the nonsense.
Mondami's gonna wreck everything. But I
Mm.
think we all knew that before he got in. And Hochul's doing it too to New York State, so
Woohoo.
you know. I didn't hear this that first you were required to have 4 forms of I don't even know if I have 4 forms of ID. I've got my license. I've got a birth certificate, a social security card. What, like a proof that I have an address? Like, what else would it be? A
I don't
bill?
know.
They had
A
to raise the
rewards
wages because
program
people
for
weren't
Taco
interested.
Bell.
I mean, don't knock it in. You know that if there was a shoveling program and they were like, we're going to pay you cash and pay you in Taco Bell, you would be out there, and so would I.
I'd be like, yeah, can get me
How
some free
many
burritos.
tacos can I get for this? That's the
Uh-huh.
question. Yeah, I don't know. So, oh, Yellowcat says library card. I got one of them. Oh, but it doesn't have my name on it. It's just a key tag that we scan. So that's not going to help.
Well, my mom will call your mom, and the government will call the library, and we'll get that all sorted out.
Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, Anne's right. We've been going a long time. I haven't said much lately, sorry. No snow money for me. How sad. Oh, but I don't live in New York City, so I don't need to do it anyway. I'd show up with my concealed carry card. I live in New York. We don't have voter registration cards. Hi, what? No, it's not a thing. Maybe we used to.
We don't have voter registration cards in South Dakota because you can just show your driver's license. That's okay. Because we're not the state of Minnesota next door, where anyone and their sister and all the illegals in South Dakota get their driver's licenses from Minnesota and all the surrounding area because that's the easiest place to get it. So.
Yep, Lacey. Pro at shoveling, like bring a sign up clipboard and cash and get it done, right? Like,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
exactly.
Okay, so anyway, I don't know that we sorry, I'm so distracted. I'm picturing us asking for 4 forms of ID after a hurricane. Bro, bring your chainsaw and water. Yeah,
Yeah.
like whatever. No, it just goes to show you how stupid these people are. So anyway, I hope everybody is fabulous and wonderful. I hope you all have a great day and that you get to enjoy some nice 40-degree weather like us, or if you don't, like, sorry. Like if you're Anne and it's still snowing, haha. I'm sure it's coming here. Whatever.
I was not that I was expecting this snowfall specifically, but it was warmer a couple, this past week and a couple weeks before, and I wanted it to last, but I'm sorry,
fall, don't you know?
I live in South Dakota and it is February. It will not
Yep.
be truly warm until May. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta
We get April generally, but yeah. But yeah, we are sponsored by Chicken Leaf Fiber Arts. She is really cool. We like her. You can use the code GeoWashingtonPIK to get 20% off of your order of $50 or more today. If you are watching this in the future, then you can use Ben Franklin PIK for the month of March. So check her out. She's got great yarns. We love her.
Lady, I mean, in the chat, she says, I don't hate you. So that is a great
right.
reason.
She doesn't support abortion either with her cash money. So good
That's
things
true.
all
She
around.
does not support
So
abortion or illegals who may or may not commit crimes, additional
nope.
crimes being illegal. And she has beautiful yarn.
She does. It's gorgeous. And if you
Spring
have some, you
color.
should go knit with it. Like for real. Go on. Have fun. Make something with the yarn today.
Make something pretty.
Oh, while my kids are walking around, I can work on my little mitt because it's a small project and my yarn can stay in the bag. Because it's a lot of standing there waiting for them to talk to people because I'm just supervising.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they don't know the answer to a question, I make sure that they have the correct answer. But that's it. Yeah, don't forget the Knit Against the Machine entries and JBAM entries. Is that Miss Jones blanket along? Okay. So, all right. Everybody, have a great weekend. We appreciate you all. Thanks for joining us. And if you're one of my patrons, I'll see you Tuesday night. Anne already said she was going to come. I haven't made a post about it yet, but we're going to do it. So we'll see you.
There you go.
Have a good one, guys.
See you guys then.
Bye everyone.
Oh, say.